I suck at Diamond SMP, and I am sick of getting comboed all the time. So this is why I decided to put a week of work into getting better at Diamond SMP. Just look at this, bro. I'm getting cooked. So it's time to tell you my game plan. I'm going to put 7 days into mastering each of the different strategies that are involved in Diamond SMP. And finally, on day 7, challenging my friend who's best at PvP. The server I'll be playing on for all these clips will be cat PvP. Now let's get into the video. I started the day off by queuing some Diamond SMP, and when I went against my first opponent, I realized just how bad I was. I mean, just take a look at this. I'm running up to him, perfectly fine, and I'm already in a cobweb. He's literally running circles around me. Look at him. He's still on max health, while I'm down 2 hearts and sitting in a cobweb. I wanted to focus on 2 main things today: shield disables and stun cobwebs. I wasn't having much success towards the start, but that was because of my lack of experience. My first game ended in a defeat, but right after that, I landed this clip. Hey, at least I'm not that bad. However, I still needed to improve on the basic mechanics. For example, I'm sitting here stuck in a web, not even bothering to water myself. In this match, I hit a couple successful stuns here and there, but then, right as I was about to kill him, and his helmet broke, this guy turned into a track star, bro. Look at him run. This is sped up 10 times. Like, I mean, come on, bro. You can do better than this. But then, finally, he messes up. I'm able to get a couple axe crits on him, ending the game. And these are some clips of me landing stun cobs. And that was the last clip I recorded that day, because honestly, OBS really drops my frame rate. So that's it. On to day 2. It was now day 2, and to start off the day, I began practicing against my friend Blue, who I have destroyed in the past. I mean, just take a look at this screenshot. Honestly, I can't even really consider him a warm-up. I really wanted to work on my cobwebs today, so I'll show you some clips of successful ones.
Don't.
But even with all these clips, I was still making very basic mistakes. In this clip, you can see that I hesitated in the cobweb for a bit before trying out to kill Blue, so I wasn't able to. Anyway, that's it for day 2. See you in day 3. It was now day 3, and today I wanted to focus more on the healing portion of Diamond SMP. Most, if not all, Diamond SMP guides explain to you how important healing is. Knowing when to gap could win you the game, especially if you gap and your opponent doesn't. Okay, so I'm here to show you when you want to heal in Diamond SMP. So basically, first you want to put them in a cobweb, and then you gap, and then you guys just start putting them out if they're still in the cobweb. That's basically the basics. So it was time to start applying this in my actual gameplay. Now let's get into it. Before that, I decided to incorporate draining into my gameplay, but it didn't really work out, as you can see in this clip here. You can see I'm walking up trying to drain, but bro, I'm like 5 seconds late. I'm just sitting there holding up my empty bucket. I played a lot of games that day, and I managed to pull off this win. After that, however, I lost again and again and again, until finally I got another win. At this point, my mental was really bad. I was popping them, but I wasn't playing well enough to kill them. At this point, I decided to take a break. And since I was disappointed in my performance that day, I decided to study the game mode. There was a whole Discord server dedicated to this game mode. And honestly, I didn't know there was so much about it, like playstyle, countering, shielding, and webbing. At this point, it was day 4. Today, when I got home from school, I decided I would try a new texture pack. And I have a see-through inventory, new custom textures for my weapons and armor, and overall, it's a pretty good day. I started off the day by obviously keeping some Diamond SMP. I'll show you some clips to show you how the day went. Even after all that, there were still very basic mistakes I was having in my gameplay. For example, I was aggroing with my shield, where it clearly says I don't want to do that here. And honestly, this led to me losing a lot of exchanges, like in this clip. Like right here, my shield is down, but I go in anyway. I know losing one trade may not seem like a big deal, but if I lose them over and over again, that becomes a significant disadvantage, both in my armor durability and in my healing. So, if I wanted to win on day 7, I would need to lock in. On day 5, I decided I wanted to practice shield disables, one of the most important aspects of Diamond SMP, and an incredibly useful skill to have in general. And I was going to do that by playing SMP. I started off by playing a high tier 4, who I was low-key cooking until he just left. Anyway, let me show you some of the clips that I got. I wasn't able to play that much that day because I was busy, but in the time that I did play, I practiced my shield disabling until I was confident. It was now the last day that I had to practice before I had to challenge my friend. And honestly, I didn't really have much time to practice today, so I was really nervous for the coming day. I just decided I would practice however I could, and here are the clips. The first match I had, I went against this guy. All in all, it was a pretty normal fight. All up until this guy, after he killed me, decided to say, easy. Nah, I'm not taking that disrespect. I might have earned the fate on him. Let's watch. And honestly, I was feeling really nervous because I didn't really get that much practice. But anyways, on to day 7. And now it was day 7, the final day. Today I would fight my friend and see if my week of training was actually worth it all along. Without further ado, let's get into the fight. had won the first round, but I needed to lock in for the second one if I wanted to win. And somehow, I was able to do it. As always, thanks for watching.